taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will... to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Now they'll run it to the right here.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Man, that is a picture-perfect start for this defense. Number one objective, get off the field even better. Third down, force them into a passing situation. You win, you hit the quarterback. Nice start by this team.
They kick it away on 4th down. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Got his man. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimum gain.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Simpson. There he goes. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the Wolverines have moved it inside the 20. The corners are walked up tight. Hands it off. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Toss sweep to the right. Nice move to keep running. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. But now there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that's about. The Wolverines trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Absolutely perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Bulldozes his way through. Turns it on down the left side. The 20. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. A first down run in the red zone. And they finally ride him down at the 1-yard line. And the Hoosiers racing to the line in a hurry up. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Indiana! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Morgan. He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Flips it out on the screen. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Under fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for a crease. It's Beebe. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25. Give him 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
And you just think about guys that just look great in their unis. Big, strong, Aiden Hutchinson, Ajabo, a lot of these.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Hoosiers send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Touchdown, Wolverines! The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. The whole thought process is just get the ball back and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball reached. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution on that punt return.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. On the ground, it's Hemby. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Defense is locked in this game so far. They've been shutting this offense down. I think one of the biggest reasons why is they are not letting this running back do anything in this game. They are trying to make them one-dimensional. They're being physical close to the line of scrimmage. They've had a really good game plan, and they are executing beautifully.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
They'll keep it on the ground. Powers and runs through another guy. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. And the Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Cooper. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Wants to throw on first down. Grabs it in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got it in the middle, it's Cooper. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On the ground, it's Henby. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Fires to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Defense playing a bail technique. They'll try to get outside. On the move is the 30. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. The Hoosiers will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Haynes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll open the second half on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Might as well stick with him. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
And the Wolverines are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
That is the exact energy they talked about at halftime. Like coming out with right now for this defense. You're trailing, but it's a close game. It's a one-possession game. Come out and set the tone. That's exactly what they did, forcing the punt on the first drive.
Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Gonna run it. It's Henby. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
They'll move the tight end. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who could make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take...
Turning it on! Got the first down and more. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Michigan!
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground. And in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the capper came on that 62-yard run to the house. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. The give to the back. Oh, he's got a chance. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Finds his man. It's Beebe. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Got his man in the middle. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. with the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Now the play fake. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Well, we know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Fires to the big fella. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Hoosiers moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw on third down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
All right, so they fail on that fourth down, but the game is not over yet. There's still time. Defense has to get the ball back quickly. Offense is going to have to score quickly. You have to execute now.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Grabbed over the middle, it's Marshall. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Haynes. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football, though.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Fielded in the end zone. It's Morris. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And the defense drags him down.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
The Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Fires left. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Finds him out of the backfield. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the 1st down.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. And the Hoosiers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Throws for the tight end. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. This offense has it with really good field position. The lone back's got it. Runs through the tackle. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. A designed run for the quarterback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week again.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.